Welcome to the Daily Fortune, where we talk about the latest topics about finance and investment. But before that, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we upload a new video. Now let's get started. Most businesses nowadays survive best when engaged in partnership ties. Partnership is an association of two or more persons to come together in business with the hopes of having a profit and sharing the same. Sometimes the partnership comes to existence not prior to the commencement of the business, but only when time calls for the need for it to happen. This need happened to Toyota Motor Corporation CEO Akio Toyoda in 2010 as he acquired 2.5% of the company. But as most business tycoons hope for in a partnership, to help them stabilize their business more and to assert the profit that should come to them, this doesn't seem to be the case with Toyota Motor Corporation CEO. Akio Toyoda's partnership with Elon Musk was to create a second-generation RAV4 EV. This combines a Tesla-designed and produced battery with the electric powertrain of Toyota's SUV model. The model has a top speed of 137 km per hour. Its rated driving range is 95 miles. The RAV4 EV's batteries can be recharged from being fully depleted to fully charged in about 5 hours and are monitored with a passive battery balancing system. The cause behind the production is much more than just sales. This is for Toyota to meet the California Air Resources Board with regard to the matter of smog-forming emissions by various sources for which it mandates. The California Air Resources Board is the clean air agency of the government of California. One of the goals for which it was established was to maintain air quality, protecting the public from exposure to toxic air contaminants, and providing innovative approaches for complying with air pollution rules and regulations. On the other hand, it will generate more revenue for Tesla as it advances with Toyota expanding its battery production. Toyota would like to learn firsthand from how Tesla handles its decision-making prowess. Little did the man behind Toyota himself know, this spirit by Tesla in handling its company will also be the very culture that will meddle with the partnership of Toyota and Tesla. In 2014, the two opposite traits of both companies clashed, which caused Toyota to sell out its stocks in Tesla. This is due to the drastic and risk-taker character of Tesla as it opened a store in Toyota's home city at Nagoya, Japan. In 2016, Toyota sold off all of what remained after its initial sellout in 2014. Without the occurrence of such an event, Toyota's position in Tesla would have gone up to $17.3 billion in the year 2021. And although Toyota has missed out on more gains since the end of 2016 for selling its shares in Tesla, this did not stop them from leaving remarks of how they will develop what they believe will really outsell Tesla in the market, putting a mark to the start of rivalry of what started as a partnership. Toyota has been ahead of Tesla in terms of sales from all their vehicles of various units. Toyota's automotive revenues stood at about $253 billion in 2019, compared to about $21 billion for Tesla. Tesla's gross margin stood at 21% in 2019, down from 25% in 2016, although they remain higher than Toyota's margins of 17%. But in 2020, Toyota was open to how they feel with Tesla getting ahead in the market cap. This seems to bother Toyota, but they clearly stated how they have all that a consumer needs and looks for in a vehicle by comparing them to a real kitchen. Although Tesla's price share has been rising, Toyota is convinced that they are still ahead in terms of consumer choice as they have all the criteria to what consumers would quickly choose from when buying a new vehicle, as they have a variety of vehicles like hybrid, MPVs, and now they have an upcoming lineup of EVs to which Tesla is best known for. And if anyone wonders why Toyota would choose the kitchen as the analogy with its competition with Tesla, people were quick to think on their feet that this may be the very reason that Toyota doesn't see EVs as a future in another decade or so. And unlike Tesla, Toyota is more prepared when people begin to see how this could be the thing, as Toyota has all types of vehicles that people could choose from, especially those who have always doubted the effectiveness of electric vehicles. And given that compared to electric vehicles, Toyota's products are more affordable. This has not ended here. On Toyota's Q3 conference call, Toyota explained that although there are a lot that his company may learn from Elon Musk himself, as it is evident from the moment he rose up to the motors industry, he is confident enough that although it will not show in the short-term effects, Toyota will remain victorious in the long term. He has cited a lot of points as to how he sees this as the only result in the future. First, the quick shift to EVs would result in a dramatic collapse of the current business model of the car industry. Another one is how it's going to be a burden to the infrastructure to support just 100 EV fleets. use. And although people find EVs as vehicles that will actually help the environment, the very reason why America's president even honors the production of EVs, the leader of Toyota doesn't think the same way, and firmly believes it's actually not environment friendly, as most of Japan's electricity is generated by burning coal and natural gas. And so the more EVs they reproduce and use for that matter, the worse carbon dioxide will cause to society. Although all of this has been said, some scientists are quick to reject this idea, since although EV will emit carbon and use electricity upon its production, over the lifespan of the vehicle it will still be less than those emitted by the internal combustion engines. Despite these claims, you will find it somewhat confusing, as even though Toyota claims that EV is not the future, it actually has a lot of investments in EV. Or are they just after the benefits this could actually give their own company? One of the types of vehicles that Toyota invested in is the hydrogen vehicle. Hydrogen is the most abundant element on the planet, but it doesn't mean it's actually efficient in terms of its involvement in technology. According to the person behind Toyota's rival, use of hydrogen is actually dumb, as it shrinks electricity over time and might even cause more damage and trouble in the future. And you'll actually be amazed at how Elon Musk really has knowledge of his own products, as his statement was actually agreed upon by the chief engineer of Toyota, who focused more on the production of hydrogen vehicles. Despite this, the management of Toyota is still not considering withdrawing all its investment in hydrogen vehicles. Could this stubbornness be the result of their dedication to fight Tesla? No one could actually tell. For this reason, to this day, Toyota and Tesla have a huge difference with regard to the production of EVs to the market. And although this is to be expected from Tesla, being the leading motor industry of producing electric vehicles, 500,000 production of Toyota and a few million production from Tesla is still a huge gap. Toyota really is sticking to its prior statement that electric vehicles aren't the future. Despite Toyota's stubbornness, its firm decision to stick with diverse units of motor vehicles, including a few electric-generated ones, might have really worked the best for them, as they seem to stay afloat and profitable. To this day, Toyota is dealing with a huge debt, but who isn't, right? As a big company, this doesn't seem to bother them at the very least. From partners to becoming rivals, Toyota did afford to compete with Tesla, being the top tier in their own game, sticking to what they were actually known for: convenient, easy, and anywhere. They were actually able to stay profitable even during the pandemic, where people have become more reserved in terms of expenditures. I guess the character that made them rivals with Tesla, being conservative and not quick to jumping into risks, actually saved them and made them able to compete all this time. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something from today's video, and to get updated with the next videos, don't forget to hit the notification bell. See you next time.